All right, let's get right into it. We're talking about two of the absolute biggest names on the internet, MrBeast and IShowSpeed. I mean, these guys have hit a level of fame that's just mind-boggling. But here's the crazy part. They took completely different roads to get there. So, in this explainer, we're gonna break down their playbook, piece by piece. So, you've got two totally different approaches, right? On one hand, you have Jimmy Donaldson, MrBeast. You can call him the architect. Seriously, every single video is this massive, perfectly planned global event. And then, you've got Darren Watkins Jr., aka IShowSpeed. He's the live wire. His whole thing is just pure unfiltered chaos, built on this always-on connection he has with his audience.
So, how? How did two creators with completely opposite styles both manage to basically take over the world? What's the secret sauce here? That's what we're gonna figure out.
Okay, let's rewind and start right at the beginning, with how they think about content. This is really where you see their paths split right from the get-go.
All right, let's really dig into how differently they operate.
MrBeast? I mean, this guy spent his entire teenage years just obsessed with the why. Why does a video go viral? He treated it like a science, trying to crack the code of what makes us humans click and share stuff. Speed, on the other hand, totally different game. He was all about authenticity. His focus was on the who he was. So while MrBeast was building these insane spectacles, Speed just jumped on the global wave of football. He became this hilarious, chaotic, and super personal guide to the sport for millions of fans. And this quote, this just says it all. It perfectly captures MrBeast's mindset. He literally said it was either become a YouTuber or die trying. Those were the only two options on the table. That kind of stubborn, single-minded focus, for him, it was everything.
And you know what? That insane level of determination, it paid off, big time. So let's talk about the actual scale of their success, because honestly, it's a level of fame that just wasn't even possible a couple of decades ago. Just look at this number, 300 million. That's how many views a single new MrBeast video can rack up. We're not talking his total views. That's for one video.
To really let that sink in, MrBeast actually did the math on this himself. He said if you just grab 33 random people from literally anywhere on the planet, one of them has probably seen his latest video. That's a kind of reach that old-school TV networks could only ever dream of. It's just staggering.
And this is the really crucial takeaway here. We're seeing this fundamental shift in power. You know, it used to be that a handful of execs in Hollywood decided who got to be a star. Not anymore. Now, it's the audience who decides. You can have creators who literally start with nothing but a console in their bedroom and they can become bigger than movie stars. The gatekeepers, they're gone.
So, okay, they have these wildly different strategies. But what's the one thing that connects them? There's this one principle that they both live by. And honestly, it's probably the most important piece of the puzzle. Building a real, genuine bond with millions of people. And of course, they do it in their own unique ways. MrBeast connects by creating these huge shared experiences. Like when he buried himself alive for 7 days, that wasn't just some crazy stunt. It was a 20-minute video where it was just him being totally vulnerable and talking straight to the camera, straight to you. It creates this sense of awe and just humanity. Speed's connection? It's constant. The guy's live practically 24/7, his chat is always open, they've got all these inside jokes. He's not just performing for an audience, he's basically growing up with them. He's built a real community where people feel like they actually belong. And honestly, this quote from Speed just wraps it all up perfectly. It's not about a creator talking down to their fans. For him, it's a friendship. A real one, built over thousands and thousands of hours of just hanging out live. You just can't fake that.
All right, so we get the mindset, we get the principles. Now let's get to the part you've probably been waiting for, the actionable stuff. This is their direct advice for anyone out there who wants to build something of their own. So here it is, their combined wisdom boiled down into a 4-step playbook. Step 1, be yourself but better. Like Speed says, don't be a copycat, become a better me. Find that thing that makes you unique and just crank the volume to 11. Second, curate your circle. This is huge for MrBeast. The people you surround yourself with are everything. You need people who are just as obsessed with getting better as you are because you'll all lift each other up. Third, embrace the decade-long grind. They are both super clear about this. There are no overnight successes. Expect to put in years, maybe even a full decade before you see any real traction. And finally, number 4, this one's from Speed, push through the wall. Every single creator hits that point where you have 0 viewers, nothing's happening, and you feel like quitting. The ones who make it, they're the ones who find a way to just keep going. So where does this all go from here? We're living in a world where AI is changing, well, everything. So where do real human creators fit into that future? Let's hear what they think.
And this is pretty fascinating. They both actually believe that as AI starts pumping out more and more content, the value of real, authentic, human stories is going to go up, not down. It makes sense, right? People will always be hungry for that genuine human connection, something a computer just can't fake. The real stuff is going to become the premium stuff. And MrBeast has the absolute perfect analogy for this. He says, when animation came around, it didn't destroy Christopher Nolan films. A new tool doesn't just replace a master of the craft. Animation is an amazing tool, but we all still line up to see a movie made by a visionary director. AI is going to be another powerful tool, but it's not going to replace that human spark that's at the heart of every great story.
Which really brings us to the final big idea. What their journey proves is that this new era of entertainment is all about purpose and having a unique point of view. So, as the world just gets louder and more automated, maybe the most important question you can ask yourself is, what's the story that only you can tell?